the host, then, and it's not a bad relationship, then I'm assuming that the host wouldn't put us against them.
Well, my only concern is you just brought up the syndicate in front of someone who may not even know who they were.
They're runners, so I would assume that they know.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody in this fucking state already knows everything about everything. I feel like there are no secrets. I feel like if you're going over to Kaio, then you know something.
I mean, they might know of the syndicate, but who's to say they're not? Hell, they may not even be working for them or working with them.
They might not
be with the mob or the cartel. We don't know.
I know they're not with the cartel. I already spoke to Kay about that. They're not with the cartel. It's possible that they might be. I don't. Why come to us though? Is my question. If you were a part, I would think you would want to have a middleman for your own faction.
They may not work for anybody. It could just be their own fucking their own deal, you know?
It's very possible. Regardless, it was information that may be of value to them and keep our product safe. It may also give us leeway later on because of that warning, so we'll see. But I mean, I haven't spilled to anybody other than them what faction we're in, but my assumption is they work with the host.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they seem to be happy with what we're doing.
I can say.
I definitely would have brought up that, you know, like, you were pressed about, you know, who our seller was, and you did not give their name up. I feel like that would go a long way. Or maybe it's, I mean, to a lot of people that can be considered the bare minimum, is to not be a snitch, but, you know, in the city, fucking, I feel like that goes a long way, unfortunately.
Actually, what I just said to them.
You just want to hang out up north, because a lot of their drops have been up here, so.
Yeah, we can do that. Fucking Jesus Christ, we're already moving. Wait, let me call Dan and tell him we'll have his order tonight.
Okay. God, I hope so. Otherwise, it's gonna be fucking broke until we can sell it.
Who else is... Dan, I'll have your order within the next 30 minutes. You want to go ahead and send the payment? You bought 8 bricks at...
I'm gonna have to fucking
Give me 1 second, let me go to my
math.
bookkeeper. I'll call you right back. Let me see. How much did he pay for his last
You also undercutted the runners by $1,000.
Wait, what?
It was supposed to be 44 grand.
I thought you said 43.
You even repeated back to be 44.
I gave him 43,000 and they
didn't question it, but it was definitely 44.
Fuck, dude. I feel like an asshole now.
Dude, she has.
I'm sure it won't be an issue.
Like,
if it is,
she
we'll just give him
has to
2 grand
fucking.
on our next one.
She has to fucking get her shit right.
Or on the next one, you just give them an extra 2 grand anyways, and just say we fucked up.
Michael, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it.
That also
That's true.
Good faith.
Yeah, that is true. All right. We got. How much was the last payment for? Several hours ago.
Oh yeah.
They paid 21,000, so they paid 7 grand a pop.
It's 70. Yeah, 7 grand per.
It's 56,000.
I appreciate it, Michael.
Jesus Christ.
And 12K profit. What is she doing?
I'll call me back in a second.
Yeah, I say we sling over a little extra money to the runners for these fucked up bricks. However much they feel is fair, and then
Here we go.
we can flip them.
Hey, Dan. Hey, so you're gonna go ahead and send $56,000 to the account from earlier. My next question for you is, do you want to give us? We can't. You're not gonna be able to do anything with those bricks, and we're not gonna be able to do anything with them. Do you want to give us those bricks that you can't use? I know exactly who you're working with, by the way. You're working with Malice. He called and asked us about it. Malice has been fucking you up the asshole with his pricing, by the way.
Oh my god, Piper.
Bad.
Oh my god, dude.
I wouldn't trust it anymore. They're ripping you off by literally like $5,000. And there's nobody that's going to be able to fix that other than us or CG, and I'm sure you don't want to go to CG. You really don't have a choice. You won't have much of a choice on this one, because there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. It has to be smuggled into the border properly, and you're not going to, you can't do that. So, but yeah, it's only going to be us or CG, and I'm sure you don't want to go to CG for this. So, okay. I personally don't see what the good is on sitting on him, but if that's what you'd like to do, I mean, do your thing. You'll receive a ping for a dead drop here in about 30 minutes. Sound good? Okay, bye. He said he'll sit on it and wait a couple days, and I'm like, well, you're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I understand wanting to explore other avenues, but I feel like we know that they're not going to have much of a choice, so. I mean, if anything, like, if we get confirmation from the runners that they'll do it for us, we just tell them that we won't even, like, we'll promise to give it back to them, and it'll even be at a discounted rate. So, we could do it for, like, $5 grand or something, depending on what the runners ask for to...
I outed that it was Malice, and Dan acted like he had just been shot in the foot. Like, dog, of course I'm gonna find out. I know everything!
What is this text you sent me?
That's their license plate for that car. Unless the car that they use has fake plates on it, I want to know who that belongs to.
I would be careful. So sometimes you see plates that look like somebody's, but they have fake plates. That's kind of all I can say. So
interesting.
That's a dicey road to go down. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know if that's still what happens. So I'd be very careful with that. I'd say you could look it up, but I wouldn't do anything in that information because you don't really know. Also, I'm gonna piss in a bottle, so. Ugh. I'll be right back. Alright. So wait on that ping.
Yeah, we're still waiting. I haven't gotten anything. I am gonna check my contacts really quick.
I don't think there's much to debrief for them.
We're about to undercut Malice and fuck him in the asshole. Is what we're about to do.
Well, the thing is, we're not undercutting him because he's taking the stuff that we're selling him and then selling it for higher. So,
exactly, but here's the thing. Actually, we can just find out who he's selling to and undercut them.
Tenchi.
Other than that, who else has he sold to?
Oh, I have no idea.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
I mean, the thing is, word's gonna get out regardless. Like, word gets around that someone's fucking buying shit for 13K.
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm also confused because Tenchi knows they've bought from us before, and it was even when we were selling for 10K a brick before our price got dropped.
I got no idea.
So.
Well, I told Dan, I was like, you have two options. You either go through CG or you give it back to us. You have two choices. I was like, because y'all can't fix this problem.
CG's immediate. CG, so what's going to happen is CG's immediately going to ask where they got them from. Tenchi, I don't think would tell them.
No, they would probably roll over.
You think they would? I guess it depends on how hard CG press.
Mr. K. Anybody would roll over K.
I mean, they went
Anybody
to war.
But us.
They went to war with CG, so I don't.
They backed down though. That also, if they went to
the same
war,
applies to us in a similar sense, though.
But I didn't give K any information.